The Cubs take on the Pirates, 7:05 p.m. Eastern start time. Cubs are minus 190, totals 9. Kyle Hendricks for the Cubs, Derek Holland for the Pirates. I'm 3-0. My last 3 NBA tier package plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. 8-1 my last 9 picks in that same category. If you want some more information on how you can access these exclusive premium sports picks, the link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/Brock Page. Holland's 1-2 with a 7.62 ERA for Pittsburgh. 13 walks and a 1.52 whip for Holland. The Pirates lost 3 out of their last 4 games where Holland made the start as well. The Pirates have the fewest wins in Major League Baseball with 10. They're also 10 games back in the NL Central, and they find themselves 13 games below 500. Pittsburgh ranks in the bottom 5 in scoring, bottom 5 in hits. They're also winning just 33% of their ball games at home and just 31% as the underdog. They're in the top 3 in most runs allowed per contest, top 3 in most walks allowed at home. They're taking on a Chicago club who's got a 600 win percentage, and they find themselves in first place in the NL Central. They've won 3 out of their last 4 games, including a shutout and a 10-1 victory over the Cincinnati Reds. They also beat the Pirates 8-7 last night. Chicago's in the top 3 in road scoring, top 5 in offensive walks. Ian Happ leads the team in hits, batting average, and RBI. Ian's currently batting .304 with 22 ribbies. Kyle Schwarber's currently leading the club in homers with 10 of them. Pitcher Kyle Hendricks has a 1.09 whip and 34 strikeouts thus far in the year. Chicago's winning, they're winning nearly 70% of their ball games when favored. Now, total-wise, 5 out of Hendricks' last 6 starts got over the posted total. 5 out of the Cubs' last 6 road games also got over the line. Meanwhile, the Pirates on the other side saw 4 out of their last 5 contests get over the total. They're also 7-3 to the over in their last 10 head-to-head meetings with the Cubs. Give me the Chicago Cubs minus 1.5 and the over 9 runs in that contest. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for Wednesday's MLB baseball action. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. The weekend is already just right around the corner. We are halfway there. Now, before we go ahead and dive into some more free content right here on YouTube, I just want to quickly remind you once again that we are 3-0 in our last 3 NBA tier package plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. We're also 8-1 in our last 9 NBA tier package plays on that site as well. If you want some more information on how you can join in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/Brock Page. And moving on, we're going to take a look at the Rays-Yankees, 7:05 p.m. Eastern start time. The Yankees are minus 130, totals 8.5. Charlie Morton for the Rays, Jordan Montgomery for the Yankees. Montgomery's got a 4.44 ERA. The Yankees lost 2 out of their last 4 games where Montgomery made the start. Stanton, Judge, and Torres are still on the IL with injuries. The Yankees also lost 4 out of their last 5 ball games hosting the Rays. They're in the bottom 10 in hits on average per game. They're also averaging just 3.2 runs per contest in their last 10 head-to-head meetings with Tampa. And speaking of the Tampa Bay Rays, they got Charlie Morton on the bump here today. 17 strikeouts and just over 16 innings of work. The Rays won their last 2 straight where Charlie made the start. Tampa is currently in first place in the NL East, and they have the most wins in the American League right now. They are 25-12 on the season, 13 games above 500, 676 win percentage. Tampa's also winning 65% of their road games. Willie Adams leads the team in hits and batting average. He is currently hitting .316 on the season. And Brandon Lau leads the club in homers and RBI. He's hit 10 home runs and batted in 27. And, of course, we can't forget about Yandy Diaz, who currently leads the Rays in on-base percentage. He's got an OBP of .428. Tampa's in the top 10 in scoring, top 5 in striking batters out. They're also winning nearly 70% of their ball games when laying the juice. Now, total-wise, Tampa saw 65% of their road games get over the posted number. Meanwhile, 3 out of Montgomery's last 4 starts got over the total as well. New York's 12-7 to the over in their last 19 at Yankee Stadium. Give me the Underdog Rays plus $1.15 and the over 8.5 in that contest. Next game, Nats Phils, 7:05 p.m. East. Nats are minus 120, totals 8. Scherzer for the Nationals, Wheeler for the Phillies. Zach Wheeler's 3-0 with a 2.58 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. Wheeler's also struck out 23 batters on the season. The Phillies have won 7 out of their last 8, ranking the top 3 in the league in scoring. Andrew McCutchen leads the team in hits, Harper in batting average and OBP. Harper's batting .289 with an on-base percentage of .445. JT Realmuto has hit 9 home runs and knocked in 26. The Phillies are in the top 10 in offensive walks per contest, top 10 in home scoring. They're taking on a national squad who lost their last 4 straight, including an embarrassing 6-0 shutout loss to the Phillies yesterday. The Washington Nationals are also just 1-7 straight up in their last 8. And they find themselves in last place in the NL East Division. Washington's currently 9 games below 500 and 8 games back of the Braves for first. They're in the top 5 in most hits allowed per contest, and they're also in the top 10 in most runs allowed per game on the road. Now, total-wise, when it comes to the scoring in this one, Scherzer's last 3 starts all got over the posted total. 11 out of the Nats' last 13 on the road also got over the number. Meanwhile, the Phillies saw 4 out of their last 5 Zach Wheeler starts get over the line themselves. So with all that said and done, give me the Underdog Phillies plus $1.05 and the over 8 runs in that contest. Next matchup, it is going to be Atlanta-Boston, 7:30 p.m. Eastern first pitch. The Atlanta Braves are the $1.40 favorite, totals 11. Robbie Erlin for the Braves, Mike Kickham for the Red Sox. Now, Kickham has not pitched in the majors since 2014. It's been 6 years. What is that, 7 seasons? Has not pitched in the majors since 2014, as this Red Sox club has the fewest wins in the American League alongside the Angels. Boston's 12 games below 500, and they have a win percentage of just .333. They've lost their last 2 straight, including a 10-3 blowout to the Braves yesterday. They also rank in the top 3 in most runs allowed per contest, top 3 in most hits allowed as well. The Red Sox are winning just 31% of their ball games at Fenway this season. They also dropped 4 out of their last 6 hosting the Braves. And speaking of Atlanta on the other side, they are 2-1 when Robbie Erlin makes the start this season. 1.02 whip along with 16 strikeouts and just over 14 innings of work. The Braves are winning nearly 86% of their games when favored. They're also in the top 5 in scoring on average per game. Dansby Swanson leads the team in hits. Freddie Freeman in batting average. Freddie's currently hitting .314 with an on-base percentage of .439. Marcell Ozuna has also hit 11 home runs and knocked in 29. He's currently tied for 6th in the league in runs batted in. Atlanta's in the top 5 in hits on average per game, top 10 in fewest runs allowed per contest as well. Now, total-wise, Erlin's last 2 starts both got over the total. 11 out of Atlanta's last 19 road games also got over the line. The Red Sox on the other side saw 5 out of their last 7 head-to-head meetings with the Braves get over the number themselves. Give me the Braves winning this one outright. And we're also going to lean toward the over 11 runs in that contest. And with that, we're going to dive into our next and final matchup for part 1. And we are going to take a look at Tigers, Brewers, 7:40 p.m. East. The Brewers are minus 160, totals 9 runs. Adrian Hauser for the Brewers, Spencer Turnbull for the Tigers. Turnbull's 3-2 with a .297 ERA and 26 strikeouts. The Tigers have won 4 out of their last 6 games where Spencer made the start. The Tigers are also on a 6-game winning streak, including a 12-1 dismantling of the Brewers yesterday. Detroit's in the top 10 in scoring on average per game, top 10 in striking batters out on the road. Jonathan Scopes hitting .311 with 8 homers on the year. Miggy Cabrera is also leading the club in ribbies with 20. Now this Detroit team, well, they're taking on a Brewers club who they won just 5 out of their last 13. and they rank in the bottom 3 in scoring on average per game. Milwaukee's currently 3 games below 500, and they win just 41% of their home games. They've also cashed in on the run line in just 23% of their home games as well. The Brewers have lost 3 out of their last 4 where Hauser made the start. They also rank in the top 3 in Major League Baseball in most strikeouts at the plate. Bottom 3 in hits on average per game. Now, total-wise, Adrian Hauser's last 3 starts all got over the number. Nearly 60% of Milwaukee's games at Miller Park this season got over the line as well. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, the Detroit Tigers saw 4 out of their last 5 on the road get over the total themselves. 5 out of their last 6 games at Miller Park also got over the number as well. I'm going to lean toward another underdog in this matchup here. Give me the Underdog Tigers plus 1.5 in the over 9 runs in that contest. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. If you decide to get a package here today, just keep in mind we bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.